Let's be serious now. The dating pool is filled with trash, honey. There are 3 fishes and 968 Aquafina bottles. Hello, darlings. First and foremost, I want to thank you for clicking on my video and welcome to Animal Crossing After Dark, where we play Animal Crossing, sip wine, and talk about After Dark topics. Today we are cleaning out my storage because I need to get rid of some stuff, and I just wanted to chit chat about the most recent events in Hollywood and this question that I saw on Twitter. Well, no, it was Instagram, and I just wanted to kind of discuss it. I totally forgot to get my song from KK Slider. Great. Well, let's get into it.
Let's at least... I know this is not what I'm supposed to do.
So while I run around talking to my villagers, I figure we would start the conversation. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is...
None. Guys, Nana's my bestie. I love her. I'm gonna give her the house. She's my only dreamy left. My only dreamy... Okay, technically, she's my only starter left. She's a starter turned dreamy.
The Oscars. And that happened 2 days ago now. Well, technically 3 at the time of recording because it is 4:15 a.m. Why am I awake? Well, it's after dark, so there we go. Soon it'll be light. So there we go.
It's Bob. Hi, Bob.
And basically, I just wanted to discuss
Cactuses. Okay, anytime I see Wolfgang, even though he was my dream cranky, and I've had him ever since this game started, or I got the game, but anytime I see Wolfgang, I think of Angry Coconut. Zell, hi Zell. I love Zell.
Will Smith open palm disrespecting Chris Rock in front of... Okay, so I have 3,431 out of 4,000 items in my storage, and I'm hoping to get it down in the 2,000s. So comment down below what you think I'm going to get it down to. The Hollywood quote-unquote elites and millions of people in their pajamas at home, because dear God, what was that? I mean, wow. Okay, so some things I wanted to talk about. First, I saw a tweet that basically said that it wasn't even the slap that was the disrespectful part. It was Will turning his back on Chris Rock that was disrespectful. And basically, I agree, because, like, you smack the shit out of someone, right? And, like,
whoa, what did I sell?
I've never been in a fight or anything, but normally when you get in an altercation, you don't even bother to... Not even bother. You shouldn't even turn your back.
I love the Imperial set.
When you're in an altercation with someone, because that just leaves the opportunity for them to sneak your ass. And might I add that I hate that the simple panels are not DIYable. Like, why can't I just use one piece of each wood and clay or iron or something and DIY them? If I can DIY the stall, I can DIY the simple panel. Come on, Nintendo. Get it together. Actually seen the video of Will Smith smacking the shit out Chris Rock, because I intensely feel secondhand embarrassment And I would like to not feel the embarrassment he went through when he got smacked in front of his peers and the world. And also, I cannot believe that I didn't even think it was real. At first, I was on Twitter scrolling and I watched my videos without sound. So I was like, oh, that's a cute little gag. These are the best leaves. Why are they hitting each other like that? The way Chris Rock turned after Will Smith swung, I was almost positive it was like a movie scene where they fake punch, or like wrestling, they fake punch and you move your face. And and then I was scrolling through the timeline and I was like, huh? That man really hit that man? Like, did that man really hit that man? That man really sat there and hit that man? That man really hit that man. I was shook. And I'm very surprised that Chris Rock did not hit him back because, ooh-wee. Like, seriously? Wow. But the whole fun, well, not fun, but funny part of the entire thing is that any celebrity that is choosing to side with Chris Rock and against Will Smith, they are just getting dragged. Another item we should be able to craft: topiaries. We can craft the hedge fencing, but not the topiaries. They're basically the same thing, and they would require the same materials: 20 weeds, 5 stones, 10 branches, like just double the material. And if it's something fancy like the Bunny Day topiary, just add like, I don't know, 5 eggs or something. And if it's like a Turkey Day topiary, add some leaves. I don't know, Nintendo, get creative, girl. For filth, like nasty dragging. Like, I saw one, it was Holly Marie Combs, and she was like, this is just, I don't know what she said, but she didn't like it. And someone was like, you're the ugliest sister on Charmed. Was like, God damn. And that's the crazy thing they could say about her, because what she been doing since Charmed? Okay, Pretty Little Liars, but like, you wasn't it back then either, girl. And then Jim Carrey had said something, and then someone was like, Jim Carrey, I can't believe that wasn't something he should do at that event. It's almost as if you, as a 40-year-old, didn't force piss yourself onto a 20-year-old on stage as she tried to push you off. I was like, huh? And then Judd Apatow has said whatever the fuck Judd Apatow has said. I no longer give a fuck about Judd Apatow, because seriously, you should have stayed quiet. You should have just sat there and ate your food. And someone brought up how he had, like, James Franco had inappropriately touched Busy Phillips allegedly. And instead of Judd Apatow reprimanding James Franco, he fucking goes in on Busy Phillips. I'm like, huh? Just left and right. And then now with Zoe Kravitz on some, she might be a, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm shook. I say all that to say that, like, a lot of these celebrities that are not with it, or not even celebrities, people just saying, oh, I don't have this. Violence is not the answer. Can I just say that? Okay, so I was watching Golden Nubian, an Animal Crossing streamer on Twitch, say that Nintendo put their foot in this 2.0 update. But baby, Nintendo put 2 foots in that glow in the dark sticker, because the way the community, the creativity, chef's kiss. America has a nasty history of using violence to get exactly it is what they want. Violence is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. No, that just reminds me of Alec Baldwin has said something about Will Smith, and someone was like, "Didn't you call your daughter a useless pig?" And someone said, "Oh yeah," and someone was like, "Didn't you just unalive someone on one of the set of your movies?" After countless people on that set of your movie told you that this prop is not a good idea, but violence is not the answer. Yes. All those people with their wow. Their violence is not the answer, but if you look at their history, they've been using violence since day one to solve their problems. Right. Animal Crossing is supposed to be a fun game, not a sad game. So maybe I'll just get into my other topic, which probably isn't fun either. But I'm over the whole Will Smith thing. Like, it's 3 days ago from now, so time to move on. So the next thing I want to basically discuss is a question from Kendra G on Instagram, or Kendra G Media on Instagram. And I don't know how I came across this lady. I've never watched her channel, videos, Instagram. I don't even follow her. Must have been on something else that I follow, whatever. Basically, the question is,
"Hey Kendra G, my baby daddy pays my rent to make sure that our daughter is provided for. We don't have an official child support situation set up, but he is very reliable with the rent payment, so there is no issue. Well, now I'm dating someone else, and he said that my new guy can't come over to the house or stay over because he pays my rent. I don't agree with this. He obviously dates other women, and I should be able to do the same. He said he doesn't care about all that. He is very adamant that as long as he's paying my rent for my place, no man can come over or stay the night. End of discussion. Kendra G, I don't agree. What do you think?"
All right. So I know y'all heard the question because I inserted it. And first and foremost, I think before I state where I stand, I want to read some of the comments from this question. And I also want to discuss my mindset with it. So there were some comments that originally jumped out to me, but I didn't take any like screenshots of them. So yeah. I'm gonna read the first one. It's pinned. It says, "Don't call it rent money, call it child support. He's using the rent money as a control tactic." Another one, the next one. OMG. So this t-shirt is special to me because it's the very first gift I ever gave out in Animal Crossing in this game. And the very first villager I gave a gift to was Nan. And it was this shirt, and she put it on, and it was so cute. I think all these comments about put him on child support is pretty stupid and without merit. This is a simple solution. What time? Okay, that's an error on their part. What time of man, he meant type, of man you dealing with don't have his own place? What type of man would want to come lay up in a woman's place? It's been years since I wanted to go lay at a woman's place. Maybe this new guy is homeless. Hold on. Not him calling him a homo. No. What's the word? A homeless sexual? Oh, no, a homosexual. Have y'all heard that term? Okay. This new guy is homeless. That's the only way I can see this being an issue. Other than that, come to my place, Dave. And what happens if she goes to court for child support and end up getting $50 a week?
I have a problem.
Trust me, I know, especially if he is an entrepreneur. Let's see. Another one. He has a point. This is from a guy. The previous one was also from a guy. He has a point. Unless she's ready to be in a serious relationship with the new guy, he shouldn't have access to the child at their home that he's paying for. Once it's serious, he can come over all he likes and grab that rent while he's at it. Listen, I'm trying not to play favorites here. I'm just scrolling these comments, but me and Homeboy are on the same page. Now, there's the next comment. This one's a woman. If that girl don't creep like TLC, he don't gotta know what you do. Girl, lie. Ma'am. Okay, whatever. Next one. This one's a woman. He's paying that rent because of control, not because y'all have a baby together. And then it's the emoji with the arms raising the shoulders. And then there's another one. A woman. Pay your own rent. Duh. Let's see. I'm just going to keep scrolling a little bit. Here's one from a woman. Oh, man. Please tell me I kept. I agree. He didn't say she can't date. He doesn't want a man laid up in a house he provides. And to be honest, as a woman, you shouldn't want him to be. No! Damn. If you have a man and want to share space with him, pay your own bills. I don't see it as controlling. I can't explain the comments, but I get what he's saying. Let's see, another one from a woman. Her baby daddy needs to be paying child support, not her rent. Problem solved. Scroll. Isn't there a... Oh, I'm thinking of a Dylan is in trouble video. And he's just like, scroll. Not me adding to my storage again. I got a problem. And then here's one from a woman. Lady, if you don't pay your own bills and get that court-ordered child support, because, girl, you gave him permission to control you. Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up. Oh. I think I've read enough comments here. Like I said, I tried to be impartial in reading these comments. I really was just picking them as I saw them. But I stand firmly with two comments. First one was, I think all these comments about putting him on child support is pretty stupid without merit. There's a simple solution. Ooh, I don't have this. Place order. Oh my God. I haven't been recording this entire time. I did like 3 sweeps of the closet. I like finished the pants. And I'm halfway done the dresses, and I haven't been recording. And I've been playing for like an hour. I've been playing for an hour. I made 100,000 while I wasn't recording. What type of man are you dealing with that doesn't have their own place? 100% agree, because it's not the end all be all of dating if he can't come to your place. You should go to his place. Because if you think about it, if you're dating, you're already leaving her with a babysitter or something like that, right? So, okay, you can't have her over, meaning that if you want to go to his place, you're going to need a babysitter. You were going to need one anyway. Just pay him a little bit more money or get someone who can do it for the low, like a family member, and have them be babysat overnight. So you should, I don't know how old this person is, but you have a kid. You shouldn't want to deal with anybody that isn't living on their own anyway. I don't care if you're a 20-year-old single mom. You shouldn't be dealing with somebody that doesn't have their own place as a 20-year-old single mom, because you have your own place. Whether you pay for it or not, it's still your own place. And then there was another one. He has a point. Unless she's ready to be in a serious relationship with a new guy, he shouldn't have access to the child at their home that he's paying for. Once it's serious, he can come over all he likes and grab that rent while he's at it. I 100% agree with that. And honestly, that's such a good tactic to rule out useless men. Because if you tell a man, listen, I'm in a situation. Let me see. What's in the tropical moon? Oh, I kept the yellow and the blue. I was right. So I will keep the yellow and the blue. where you cannot come over my place because I have a daughter, and not just because I have a daughter, because her father pays my rent and he does not allow strange men to be in the same house as his daughter. Of course, that makes sense. We're going to get into that later. Why do I have 2 geisha wigs and no golden shovel? Oh, boom. All right, maybe we don't need to throw hands. I still want to be his ass. Move. Wolfgang, did it? Okay. And if a guy's like, oh no, I don't want no parts of that, good, be gone. But if a guy's like, okay, I understand, that makes sense. And then later on you date and he's like, you know what, I want to be serious with you. I want to meet your daughter. I want to maybe possibly start a family with you. Then you look him in the eyes and say, I'm not doing nothing with you unless you pay this rent. I've been living young, wild, and free, rent free. Okay? So if you want to be serious with me and my daughter, you pay my rent. I'm not paying this rent. You take it over. And if he says yes, you know that's a good guy because he's taking over a bill for you. So like, clearly he's committed to something, but you should only do that if he's going to like pay for a majority of it. Because guys can be like, they can just lie to get what they want. Be like, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll take over your bill. I'll take over your rent. So you tell your baby daddy, I don't want you to pay my rent no more. I got a new guy. He said he's going to take care of it. He pays for your rent for a month and dips. You can't go back to your baby daddy like, so remember that situation I had told you about where my rent was going to be paid by someone else and I was not? I need you to pay it again. You think that man's going to be like, yeah, let me pay it again. He ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Okay? And if you're going to do that, make him pay at least 6 months. So that way he has to stay with you for a minimum of 6 months. Because I'm not investing in paying your rent for 6 months and then breaking up with you 3 months in. No, I'm going to break up with you 8 months in because at least I got my 6 months and 30% interest. So I think that is a good tactic for wielding out useless men or men that are not serious about you and your child. Listen, this is all key jokes and whatnot. Bro, I just followed Cleo Thomas on Twitch and I'm not watching him because I was nervous. I'm just happy he didn't say my name because like what if he noticed? I would have died. I would have fell over, honey. Fell to the ground. Like, whoop, not Cleo Thomas noticing me, noticing you, noticing me. I'm not ready. Like, listen, just know that I'm following you. I'm gonna get your notifications. I'm gonna check in sometimes, but like that's it. I cannot believe Cleo. It's 11. At the end of the day, if you can afford to pay your rent, I mean, sure, pay it, I guess. But if someone else is gonna pay your rent, don't even argue. When I was younger and I used to tell people I lived at home, I never had someone be like, why are you living at home? You should move out. And I was like, listen, listen. They were always like, stay as long as you can, milk it as long as you can, stay and save. So when you move out, you'll have a lot more money, yada, yada, yada. And you're in a situation where someone is paying your rent. Okay, so fun story about these LaBelle sneakers. I had played the game. She gave me the item, the yellow ones. I love them. She said they'll be in the store, the Able Sisters, the next day. I was like, okay, bet. So I didn't play the next day. I played the day after that. And I was like, oh no, I missed it. Oh, I'll just time travel back. But the thing is, we were already into a new year. So it was like January 2nd, 2021. I needed to time travel to like December 31st, 2020. So I changed the date December 31st, but I forgot to change the year. So I actually time traveled forward to December 31st of 2021. So when I realized that, I changed the year, time traveled back to December 31st, 2020, only for the sneakers to still not be there. So I had to play and wait almost an entire year again to get these LaBelle sneakers. And I copped every color and I am not selling a single one because I worked hard. The things you could do when someone else is paying your rent, If you're in a bad job, you can quit because rent is paid for. You just have to worry about the other little bills, right? Or if someone is paying your rent and you want to go to school, you have time to go to school and you can work part-time to pay the rest of your bills because you don't have to worry about the big majority bill. In my mind, this guy isn't paying his baby mama's rent. He's paying to make sure his kid has a roof over her head that isn't his. Because that's, to me, a lackadaisical way to provide, quote unquote, for your child without you having to actually provide for your child. Some people would rather give resources and money than give time, energy, and just being physically there. And I think that's what this guy is doing. He's not trying to control his baby mama. He didn't even say she can't date. He's just trying to provide a roof for his daughter and that roof not be his. Okay, so now I want to get into why another reason he's right in the first place. Do you guys remember when Rihanna... Let me see if I can find it. Rihanna had a line with Puma. I'm going to insert the picture. And she had these teddy bear backpacks. And I've never seen no shit like that in my entire life. And I wanted that shit so bad. To this day, I don't own a bear backpack. And to this day, I'm a very much... Of course, they're sold out on the eBay. I'm mad. I'm very much an adult. If I showed up to work with if I showed up to work with a bear backpack, a lot of people would think I look great and have good style, so they would compliment my bear backpack. But like, I'm an adult. I want this backpack so bad. So bad. So bad. I will never forget it. I don't remember anything else from that Puma Fenty line, but this backpack was something I wanted so bad. Okay, either way, I'm not getting rid of these. So, when I was going through these comments and everyone was like, girl, pay your own bill, pay your own bill, I would have just lied. First of all, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't, because you're ruining a pretty good relationship by lying, period. And second of all, you shouldn't want to have strangers around your child anyway. So the guy can have the women in his house because his daughter probably stays at the mom's house a majority of the time, which is why he pays the rent, because that's where she lives. If she lived with him, he wouldn't be paying his baby mama's rent. So he can have those women over. He feels that he can. And this is not that big of a deal of a rule to uphold. This is the most money I got from selling clothes. Zell, honey. Because let me tell you about this episode of Law & Order SVU that I saw. Bitch. The baby Birkins, bitch. Listen, that's why I have so many, because I'm giving all of them to my female villagers. All my female villagers need a baby Birkin. We are... If you have never seen the episode of Law & Order SVU with Rosie Perez, then honey... There are very few episodes of Law & Order SVU that shake me to my core and build a foundation in me. And the one with Rosie Perez did just that. That was the most scumbag, nastiest, evilest thing I could ever think of. If you haven't seen the episode of Law & Order SVU with Rosie Perez, you need to go watch it. I feel like everyone in the game has a thing that they collect. Comment down below what you collect. I collect the wands. These are all the wands that I have, and none of them are going anywhere. So there's Rosie Perez. She has a son. They're homeless. They're living in a shelter. She meets a guy. They fall in love, quote unquote. She and him get married. Only for her to find out that the man that she married has been SVUing her son the entire time they've been married, under her roof, under her nose. Okay? And that is why you do not have strangers around your children when you're dating, because people are sick and people are nasty and people are SVUing innocent souls. Okay? So, I don't think you saw my I love you. Okay. We must be beefing. Why she's talking about... Hi, girl. What a kitty running into you here. Yes, that's what I said. I want to have men over. It's not fair that I can't have. You shouldn't even think about that. Even if your baby daddy wasn't paying your rent, why do you want to have men over around your female daughter child?
Oh my god, this is like the first time we've gotten to excess bells. Drop.
And vice versa. If you had a son and maybe you're dating women, even if you're dating men, because I see a lot of Law and Order SVU episodes that run that way too. You shouldn't want to have strangers around your kid. Now, her baby daddy also should not be having strangers around that daughter, but most of the time, since that little girl is probably with her mom,
bro, if it's one of the ones I just sold,
when the little girl is with him, he doesn't have those women over because he probably has her for one day out of the month, and she got her for the rest of the 29, 30 days, whatever. And it's just like, you worried about the wrong things, ma'am. You're very much worried about the wrong thing.
These are low-key the best fences. They are elegant, they are spooky, they are classy, they're unique. These are the best fences, hands down.
Now, no one's saying you can't date, okay? Like, you need to date. You need to have fun.
That's why I love having the festival stage. They dance on it. Oh my god. It's having such a good time.
Or whatever the fuck it is you want to do. But for the love of Jesus, why are you trying to have your dates over at your children's house? They're dates.
350?
That's a lot. That's a
wow.
She didn't even say she was serious about this guy. She said she was dating and she wants to be able to have her dates over at her house. When would you have those dates over? What would your child be doing when those dates are here? What if you be running through dates? Because let's be serious now, the dating pool is filled with trash, honey. There are 3 fishes and 968 Aquafina bottles. And you will probably run through at least 36 Aquafina bottles before you even get to one guppy. So why do you want them over? Because then that leaves you vulnerable to be Rosie Perez. And the crazy thing about it is Rosie Perez didn't even know that was happening until her son until her son was acting out at a sleepover to someone else's son. And that is one of the wildest ways to find out that some shit's been going on in your house. Like, come on. You ain't never seen Law and Order SVU, and some of these people worried about talking about, girl, pay your own bill. It don't matter. Da-da-da-da. You should be free. Do what you want. He's just trying to control you. No, he's trying to keep strange men away from his little girl, which is what you should be doing. So why the thought of having your dates over?
We're at the end. Yay! I made it to 2,392 items in my storage.
When you have a daughter, cross your mind is beyond me. Honey, you are in a very good position, and keep it at that.
Hello everyone. Do not pay attention to the time, the shade of grass, the time of day, or the outfit I'm wearing, because it is not been 2 weeks since I first recorded the video. Oh god. Oh, balloon. It's a cold hard cash. So basically, we did not get a chance, and by we I mean I did not get a chance to actually count the amount of bells that I made. I didn't do a proper outro, is what I'm saying. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to say that we started out with 3,431 items. I know, that's a lot. And we ended with 2,000
1,392 items. Yes. So we sold, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for 1,339 items. So we are going to see how much we actually made from selling all the items. I don't know if you guys remember when I was selling items, I dropped all my money, holy moly, in this pile. There's no way I made $1 million from selling 1,039 items. No way! Alrighty, look at that! 1,437 million bells. And you know, oh my god, that's insane. From selling 1,037 items in my storage. Wow, okay. We are gonna deposit every penny. Every penny. I am so rich. I am very, very rich. Alright guys, so that's it. We started with 3,431 items in my storage. We ended up with 2,392 items out of 4,000 items in my storage, so that's pretty good. I wanted to end up in the 2,000s. Did you guess right? Did you guess around 2,000, 2,300, 2,392? If you guessed that much, you should probably play the lottery. So altogether, we sold 1,039 items and we made 1,400,000 and some odd bells, which I already forgot. I should have written down. 1,400,000 and some odd bells from selling 1,039 items in my storage. That is the end of the video. I hope you guys had a good time. What did you guys think of this video? Did you like it? It's a Animal Crossing chillin', but not so much chillin'. More of a podcasty type vibe. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the scenarios that I talked about. Thanks for crossing with me.